It is time for lesson 25, vocabulary. We need to look at some words so that when you read your anchor text this week, you know what they mean and then you are able to better understand what you are reading. So I am going to ask you to read the blue word with me and the sentence underneath. And then I'll tell you what it means. And then I'm going to ask you a question for think about it. I'd like you to pause the video after that section, have a short discussion with your learning adult, and then do the same thing after talk it over. Pause the video and have a short discussion, returning to the video after all 10 words. Okay, so read it with me. Progress. Today's many ways of learning may show society's progress or improvement. If someone makes progress, he or she is improving. Have you made progress in developing your writing skills this year? Why or why not? Look at the chart below. Discuss with a partner how to make progress in each of these situations. Read with me. Calculated. Using machines, many people have calculated answers to math problems. If someone calculated an answer, he or she worked with numbers to find an answer. How have you usually calculated answers to math problems? Have you used a pencil and paper or a calculator? Which method do you prefer? Think about the meaning of calculated in the sentences below. With your learning adult, discuss possible reasons that each person calculated something. Dispute. People dispute the value of TV. Some argue that shows can be educational. If you dispute something, you say that it is not true. When was the last time you had to dispute something that someone said, and why did you have to say it wasn't true? Think about the best ways to dispute the various statements in the chart below. Discuss your answers with your learning adult. Centuries. For centuries, or hundreds of years, we've learned a lot from books. A century is a period of 100 years. What have you seen that is centuries old, and where did you see it? Point to the items on your screen that could be centuries old. Superior. Some people find the internet superior to or better than other ways of learning. Something superior is better than other things of its type. Which flavor of ice cream do you think is superior? Look at the chart below. Complete by talking about what type in each category is superior to the others. Insert. If you insert a book on disc into a portable CD player, you can learn on the go. To insert something is to put one object inside another. What do you insert in an envelope before you mail it? Put the words in the box in order in terms of which object you could most easily insert into the next. You can use the following sentence frame to describe in what order you would insert the item. Read with me. Waste. It's such a waste to throw away old computers. They could be recycled. Waste means to spend or throw away something thoughtlessly, and that is a waste. Why is it a waste to throw things out that could be used? Read each sentence below and decide which describe waste. Inspector. This inspector checks a disc to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. A person who checks to make sure that things are working as they should is an inspector. What is something you use every day that an inspector has probably examined? Read the sentences below and decide which ones use inspector in a way that makes sense. Mechanical. Typewriters are mechanical devices for writing that are hardly used anymore. A machine with movable working parts is mechanical. Is your favorite toy or game mechanical? Explain your answer. With your learning adult, discuss whether each of these items is usually mechanical. If they are, describe the parts that move. Last word, read it with me. Average. The average or typical reader might prefer printed books to electronic books. Something that is average is typical or normal. What is the average amount of time that you spend watching TV each week? Using a chart like the one below, think about the average amount of time you spend doing these particular things each school day. Compare your averages with your learning adult.